So here I am, being back and all, and while I was gone, I did some extra research. So I found out that the place where the Rothschild place is Graham Land. It's also like it's one, two, three, four, five lands actually that are in the South Pole. So figure that one out as well. Um, okay. So it's in the booth. So on the booth, it's very close to Argentina as well. If shit hits the fan, like what do you want to do? Like a nuclear war or what else? What are you going to do? Where you want to go? If you have all the money in the world, what would you do? Exactly. You would go live in this booth, like this nice booth. And what do you want to be? You want to be the heel, right? The supporting heel, the heel that does it all. If you want to store your gold somewhere in the world safely, where do you want to do this? Exactly. Why? Because nobody will come here. Even if they knew, they still wouldn't go here. Simply as that. So with that, you take out like 97% of all the thieves in the world that might try to steal your world, or however you put it in your fucked up mind. Okay, so if you go all the way in here, you will see nothing. Watch out, this berry. Um, so it's basically nothing of pixelation, extreme pixelation though. The coast only. So pixelation of the coast. Here's also some strings. So this is the place of Rothschild. Is this breaking ice? Why is everything in Rothschild land so pixelated? Could be an entrance though. Nah, not really. I'm looking for stuff because I know it's Rothschild country. Somebody with that amount of money. Hey, I see roads. Roads are from humans. Hmm. 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 Like lately, I've been questioning everything that was taught to me by the government. All the things I learned at myself, which is basic sense, like, okay, like we have this booth, uh, I'm sure here will be some camps. I expected to be here some as well, maybe here, but there's nothing. There are some mountains here as well, but again with the pixelation. Like this is how it can be. Like you can almost count stones, like it's really nice, clear, honest. But then again, if you go to this, it's like this, and you can count at least all this of Rothschild. For sure, this part. I'm thinking this whole part. Like, this is the natural boundary. This will be ideal. Normally, like, in the movies and the cartoons, the bad people, they always have this crazy hideout and this crazy super expensive complex for whenever it goes down, they can just always escape. So I'm trying to hope to find like a structure in the mountains or an opening or like all this red is also strange. I wonder what the red is. Maybe it's like something from the ground. Maybe it's from all the rituals, killing and sacrificing people. Not thinking that I will be finding like anything good in here. And if it was, it would have been like blurred out. So okay, it's more potential that they're having buildings in here. Like the people they always try to build in like these canyons because they don't like climbing mountains and stuff like that. It's also good protection for the wind, although some might accelerate them. But I'm thinking more to the point, to the end, like where they can hit Argentina like directly, like they can go right there on the. This is all melting, 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 melting. This is an ideal place. Once there's been something here, maybe. That's what I would have done. Like in the castle time, I would have built here. And don't mistake yourself, people have been here, like on voyages, stuff like that. I'll bet there's something here. There's always something like around this place. Just feel it. Maybe you have to go a little bit more land in. Because I'm not sure if this is ground or just snow. Okay, so you're coming. Oh, here. Ta-da. Look, there's the land I was talking about. And this is really a good part, I think. I think it might be sometimes even warm here. Let me see if there's something growing as well. Look, that's the red in the snow again. Probably that's like this kind of stones. Oh wow. So we have some structures here, here, here. A lot of them here. Like if this is a normal house, imagine how big this is. Like it makes sense. It's at the tip of the shoe. It's common sense. Like okay. So now what I'm going to do is follow the roads. The trail of life. There's always roads. Here's some weird structure being all alone. It's pretty dirty, the snow around here. Makes you curious. Maybe it's a runway for a plane. That would be ideal. I'll explain this building as well. Okay, so this leads to nowhere. This is a trail, and it kind of stops here. Let's see, this one is going here. They're all scattered, not really one point of interest they're all going to, but if you're going to a point of interest, this is not a place where you want to be, because it's like the end of the end of the end. This would be ideally to build on as well. I'm not sure what the wind is doing around the South Pole, but you can also take that one in account. Like they will calculate this. This is just random islands named by people. Hey, I got an island. I'm so fucking rich. Look at me. Completely mental. People are weird. Basis General Bernardo O'Higgins Riquelme. I wonder who's that guy. Again with the red. This might be from Catching Wheels or something. Might be, I'm not sure. But it's weird that it's elements around the coast. It's not from the ground probably. And as you can see, it's like if you would pull up a wheel, this would be the place. This could be a good place as well. This is just a current. This current is going like this. That's why the snow is cooked out, and that's why it's getting this kind of shape. So. Okay. So we have this building over here. This is a place that looks like it's worth of an Mr. Adolf. I mean, really. Sir, his house, servants, supplies. A major hotel. I don't know what these constructions are. Maybe it's a hotel, indeed. Like the whole thing is a hotel, maybe. That would make sense. Why else would you have such a big structure? Like, even in comparison to the other camp I just showed you, like, this is massive. Massive. This is real big. Only one thing that makes me kind of curious is this road. It's not often the road leads to nowhere, and it might have been that there was like ice here, and that was their connection with the land. Maybe that's also the reason why they want to make us believe that the polar is melting, because they have this big investment here. I'll bet this is a big investment. This is where the Here you can see tracks, so probably what they do is like they store their vehicles here. They probably have a way to go from here to here. From the looks of it, it might... nah, it's not that direct of a line. Nah, I thought maybe this was an elevator or something to get you from here to here. Like, then you're at the North Pole, but you're still not in their place. This is a real fort, people. This is like one of the best kept secrets, and if not the hardest to reach part of the world, right? Who would care and give a fuck about this little dot on the whole world? Who did that? Tell me that. Okay, I want to go back to here for a little moment because I was looking the video back and then I noticed some strange signs on the things that I thought were cars. And it looked like a rune, the druids kind of signs, the runes. So we got the NSA, NSF. We haven't been with this wrong. You see this track, it's pretty clear. Okay, then it's still going like this, like this, like this. Like again, this is a trail that has been blazed many times. Like this is a regular route. Maybe there's like one chief or somebody who's driving all these places up and down. And this is the path that he or she will probably be using. Okay, so here you can see it goes into nowhere, but then here you can see there's like this crossing. And then we just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. What is this? Here's another of such a place that we saw earlier on in the vid. This is a real weird place. Like for reals. Like for real weird. What are all these buildings? It looks like they're just containers or something dropped in the middle of nowhere. Another train kinda structure. It's been here a while. You can see the snow and shit like yeah, okay. Oh, here's the airstrip. I told you this was a place that has been like people has been going and coming a lot from it. Pegasus, Pegasus, Field Airport. Station over there could be point of interest. There's another big X over here. Might be worth to check out. Oh. Really? Really? I mean, like, really. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe if I go from here towards here, let's see a road already. Let's follow this road. I'll bet like this camp is their basically their headquarters. Headquarters. Okay, so the one's leading to nowhere. Maybe this island. That's pretty much nowhere. Yes, you had that right. Okay. So the road is here. The other road is how weird is this looking? What was it? Why is this not here? There's a fucking big X on it. Like really? That's fucking where the treasure is, people. Come on. And then I cannot see this? Wow. I want to see the treasure. I'm gonna get myself a shovel and a fucking airplane and I'm going here just to see what this exists. You've seen this, right? Wow. Well, if I ever wanted to create something crazy like structure, I will do this also here. This is like the best possible thing where you could actually survive quite well. This is still really creeping me out. What is this? Hey, do I see a track over here? I can see tracks over here and here. Here you have track, or at least this one was. It looks like there's activity on here as well. But where does it lead? I feel like RuneScape on this part. Really, the dark side of it. Okay, so don't want to make this video any much more longer than it is. Like I said earlier on in the video, I promote people looking for themselves as well. You might have seen something different than me. I'm going to show you the final part of this exploration. Shall I make an account like exploring with Google? Another booth. A booth, a body, and the all-seeing eye. Okay, Station McMurdo. The one with the NSF. This was here. At first I didn't notice this, but can you see it? Really? That looks a lot like the sign of Tempelier, like the real original knight. This does more like look like a druid kinda shape. But it also can be just like something laying on top of plastic, just to keep it there, like the things they might want to make a table with it or something. I have absolutely no idea what's here. Maybe they're all tanks. You can see like this. That's what I would do, probably. Just throw a lot of tanks in a desert of snow, put some cover over them, and then just go on. What is this? What could it possibly be? Please let me know in the comment what it could be, because now that I've seen this, I'm curious as you know. This looks like a radar or something. Like a lot of traffic going on here as well. Like a lot. Considering we're at the South Pole, right? Absolutely no idea what's this. Although the shades look like submarines. Like with the tower on it, and then the shape, and here as well, tower on that shape. Looks like the thing you have when you're playing that game, like Sink the Ship or something. I don't know how to say this in English. Still, I really believe this is train working filled with gold. What else can it be? A lot of traffic going on here as well. Like, extremely a lot. But there's nothing here. Only this thing and this. But yet, if you look at this, like, hundreds and hundreds of vehicles has been here. Point of interest. And again blurred. Okay, so the first one from the, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it, Google Earth explorations, exploring Google Earth, or exploring with Google, or I don't know, but make sure to expect an episode 2. I'm already knowing which one, Hotel Eden. I found some interesting signs right at the back of Hotel Eden, so that's also probably pretty interesting for you guys. Subscribe, like this video, please. Uh, like you perhaps already could have seen in my feed, I'm having troubles with YouTube, so I had to start from scratch, and that really sucks. Um, that was it. The South Pole. I got some really interesting places for you guys, like places you would have never thought of. South Pole. Thank you all for watching, and it was an interesting trip again. Have a great day and a great life, and peace out. I'm just joking. I also wanted to show you this one, the Rothschild. Um, but I just typed South Pole. I also saw something else pretty funny, jaw-dropping luxurious hotel. Oh, really? Why would you want to be there around New Year's Eve? You could stay in a five-star hotel. Why the hell would you want to have a five-star hotel in the South Pole? Like, are there a lot of rich people coming? Do you expect people? With no humbly called sleeping pods or six-seated fiberglass domes with bamboo headboards, serene chair, four throws, two bedrooms, stuck with sustainable, created by science of the scions of the Rothschild family. Wacht even, wait a second. With bamboo, stocked with sustainable Lost Explorer brand toiletries, created by a scion of the Rothschild family. Wooden skis adorn the wall. Freestanding coat racks in each suit stands alone on a rugged strip of land in the interior of Antarctica. Midway between a frozen lake and towering walls of ice, drama is in no short supply. Huh? Drama is in no short supply? Really? If you're going there, you probably want some rest, right? Not drama. There's a lot enough drama in the world. After hangout session with there's penguins, three-course meal. Wow. Some of the most complex and remote logistics in the world. Everything for the hotel. Wow. Okay, that's why they made it 5 stars. Because otherwise you would never ever get your investment back on that one. Everything freezes far quicker than normal conditions here, as you said, adding the metal freezes to your hands. But you want to be extremely careful, blah blah blah. It's not a brief most interior designers are used to. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, but enough about the interior. Flying around the South Pole looks really awesome. A white desert gets exploring an ice tunnel. Like these things I haven't even I'm not able to look at from the from the point of view that Google is giving me. Conspiracy on Antarctica. Plus 25 during the summer. Really? Hmm, that makes a difference. He was the youngest Briton in the North and South for the hereditary function in the 2007 National Geographic. Huh. Is it family of the Rothschilds? Real Rothschilds? Because here we're talking about David D. Rothschild. Hmm. Planetarium system and the origins of life. Maybe like one of the niece or nephews from the Rothschilds who are currently ruling our almost all of our world. Um, maybe he has like a nephew or something who likes to do research and found his way like this, like his thing. Still, 1944, establishment of NSF, and all those things. It's not very normal. What am I looking at? So there's hotels, there's like life, there's airplane fields, British. So they're British. This is quite new. I didn't see this one on the missing scientist, hole, silver discs, Beardmore Glacier. Even kijken, the Queen Maryland, so on this side. The west side of, really, the west side of it is with the booth, with the Rothschild part. You look at this as well. It's really busy around here. Hmm. Okay, so that's about. Oh, look, it's U.S. territory, and up there it's UK. Only this, and then I'm quitting. 10 little Indians, and then there were none. In both films, helicopter will land in a very isolated spot, cut off from the outside world, and see this triangle shaped kind of thing again. I don't know, it's the trademark, so I always keep an eye out for it. I'm not sure if it's really true, but it doesn't hurt to just check it a little bit extra, right? The Lord is my shepherd, the shepherd fool and his dog. The shepherd fool and his dog. The Lord is my shepherd, the shepherd fool and his dog. Okay. Oh, the fool. Okay, but there's nothing that I really wanted to find. Norwegian, brother of Thor. I want to see that. So, UK, the heel is also UK. So, if it's all true what I'm thinking, like over the Rothschilds and stuff, then I know now that UK will be the source of them. Here you have apart from South Africa, apart from Russia, apart from Japan, Russia, Australia, Russia, Australia, Russia, Australia, France, US. Uh, Let me think. The radio kind of thing was Queen Maryland was around here. Australian, Russian, NSF, Japan is on this side as well. What's NZ? Well, anyways, it's like Valkyrie Dome. Really? Valkyrie. That meant something. I'm not sure what it was. The story goes about the complot of 20 July 1944, where they attempted to kill Adolf Hitler. That's what this movie is all about. Again, like really coincidental that like this movie is made, and yeah. And then when you look at this kind of things, there's triangle with Valkyrie dome. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like somebody living there. It should have not have been there. Hercules dome. Hmm. Okay, with that said, I'm closing down. Do your own research. Please leave a comment about how you feel about this, or what you think, or feel free to do that. And subscribe, like again, and yeah, think about it. I'm not going to say what it might be. I'm just speaking my mind and scrolling down the South Pole. No harm intended. And have a great day, everyone.